An investment isn't an investment if it destroys the planet.
Good morning everyone present over here. My name is Somal Vinvalde and this is my friend Samriddhi Singh. We are here to exhibit and showcase the purpose and importance of sustainable agriculture in daily life.
So before starting the presentation, let us first of all know what is sustainable agriculture. In simple words, sustainable agriculture are the agricultural practices where farming is done keeping in mind of preserving the natural resources for our future generations.
Sustainable agriculture not only beneficial for human health but also is very important for the environment.
So now coming on to the model, this model is a setup of a village named Palampur, and the villagers out here are really concerned about the environment and the future generations.
Let us meet our friend here who is Ramesh from the village Palampur.
And he will give us a tour in his village to show what initiatives has the villagers taken for their village.
So the first stop that he has taken us is the microbial fuel cell plant. The microbial fuel cells has microbes and other bacteria which is converted into usable resources of energy. Next, he takes us to the solar and wind energy places.
So now we can see that Ramu has put a few of solar panels in his house and also have a wind turbine a bit far from his house, which is used by the people of Palampur. We all know that solar and wind energy are two of the most common sources that we can see in almost all villages. So the people of Palampur uses the energy from these two sources on alternative day, either in the availability of sun or in the availability of the wind.
Next, he takes us to the compost pit area and introduces us to two of his friends, Hari and Surya. Hari is a farmer and has an organic farm and also manages the soilless farming plant, and Surya is a stockman and has an animal farm. So the waste from their farms are kept in the compost pit, and the compost pit turns it into usable manure and humus that can be used in further places.
So now, Ramu takes us to the nearest agricultural fields of the organic farming. Organic farming is a type of farming where fruits and vegetables are grown without the usage of any chemicals and pesticides, and so the crop grown are more healthy and beneficial for human health.
Next, we have seen this is the soilless farming area, and in here soilless farming, it is a very new concept. Soilless farming uses no soil, as you can make out by the name. It uses water filled with nutrients and necessary chemicals so that it can grow plants, fruits and further usable things. Now he takes us to the animal husbandry area. The animal husbandry, as we know, animals are reared for meat, milk and skin, and here we can see that there are a lot of animals, and in this village Palampur, Hari being a stockman uses ducks and pigs mainly.
So we asked him why only ducks and pigs.
Then he answered and said that many animals provide a lot of usable things, but ducks and pigs provide usable manure that can be used in the compost pit and the microbial fuel cell plant. And coming to pisciculture, fishes are cheap sources of protein, therefore it is a great source of income for the farmers here in Palampur.
Now, this was all about the sustainable practices that are being carried in the main village area. Now, Ramesh takes us to the outskirts of the village, which are the main agricultural fields. So, here the people of Palampur have tried to take up all the sustainable practices that they can do in the field of irrigation for the betterment of crop and the soil. Here, our first stop comes as the rainwater harvesting. In rainwater harvesting, it is a technique of collection of rainwater and then it is stored in various natural reservoirs or tanks where the filtered water is stored for household purposes and also in the agriculture process. The different components present in the rainwater harvesting are the main storage area where the rain is being stored, Then through pipe it is sent to the filtrate where this water is been filtered, and the rest water, the filtered water, comes to the main storage area, from where one connection goes to the irrigation part, the other goes for the generation of electricity from rainwater, and the third goes for the household purposes of Palampur people.
Now, a question arises when we talk about rainwater harvesting. That is, rain is not available every day and every time. So, in order to clear that doubt, we have the villagers have set up a canal where the water is stored, so that in place there is no rain, this water can be used for household purposes, for irrigation and other purposes.
Now, Ramu shows us the irrigation process of Palampur. Here, we also got introduced to another sustainable practices that is being followed, and that is the idea of mixed cropping and intercropping. In mixed cropping, 2 or more crops are grown simultaneously in the same field, and in intercropping, 2 or more crops are grown in the same field in a definite pattern, either in different rows or in different columns. So, Ramesh shows us says us that there are basically 2 irrigation processes that is being followed in Palampur, which is number 1, the drip system. So, the water which is collected from the rainwater harvesting is being connected with the drip pipes, and so the water is being allowed to fall drop by drop in the roots of the plant, and so this prevents the scarcity of water.
Another innovative and important source of irrigation is sprinkler system. So the water from the filtrate goes to the water tank, and from the water tank a pipe is being connected to the sprinkler system where rotating nozzles are there which spread the water to different lengths in the farm. This not only saves time but also water in the process of irrigation.
So, thanking Ramesh, it was really nice to see the villagers have thought so much about the environment and the future generation and have taken such sustainable practices. In this model, we learned a lot of sustainable practices, and we hope to see such sustainable practices also to be carried in other villages.
With this, we would like to end our presentation and our exhibit by hoping that these practices will be followed in the future to improve the sustainable agriculture and to preserve our natural resources. Thank you.